Kenny Chesney's greatest shit album in a CD sleeve folder holder in her soccer. All the concerts, all the records, knows all the words, the posters on the wall, all that stuff. And I'm in the latter category. I don't expect everyone to be that ravenous about it as me. Let's say this band like Primus, for example, they're not the best example of underground. I mean, they're popular in one sense, but Les Claypool is so good on bass, household name if he wanted to be, and he has all these side projects with explicit intention to push himself as a musician, not necessarily make more money. So his heart's in the right place. He loves music for the music's sake, and he can grind it out with the best of them. But that three piece is amazing because not only are they virtuosos, but they also have a commitment to the absurd and the originality factor that not everybody can pull off. One thing that struck me as interesting today is that I realized something talking to somebody, and I think some people are afraid to get into indie rock because they think they picture a bunch of ramshackle garage bands that can't play. It's actually the opposite is true. They can most of the time play better and more interesting than mainstream bands. Now, a studio musician is something different. They know music inside out, and they can sit in and they'll hire themselves out as a hired gun to like just about any genre, just to push themselves, just because they can and they're really good. So mainstream pop and rock is very homogenized and samey sounding, especially now. But it's always in the mainstream, things get watered down pretty quickly. But now we don't have the big record labels duking it out. The landscapes change. Bands have to like hawk their merchandise to make a coin on the out on the road. They really have to be into playing live. But indie rock, underground stuff, it has so many micro genres within itself, so many little colors of sound that just fan out beautifully in the mind. And if you're on the spectrum, it can really calm you and help you focus, help you unwind, help you get revved up. It can do so many things. Help you bookend your stream, have an intro and outro, whatever. But YouTube's so finicky with music, you can't use it as part of the whole that would help everyone out, and even the artist would get a kick out of, I don't know. Because it doesn't make sense. If these bands are signing up to have their music free on YouTube, and now the quality is pretty much just as good as CD, then why can't we take the extra step and use it faintly in the background of a creative project and cross, you know? When I do make my CD, somebody called me up to ask me if they could use my music. I'd be flattered. I mean, obviously, I'm not famous, but I would see that as a win in that scenario. I got to get my copyright issue sorted out. You ever see that YouTube has a copyright-free music bank on here with little robotic-sounding stupid songs? It's a homogenized, pasteurized garbage. Oh yeah. With me, I just get jaded. But with alternative rock, when I first heard it on a San Francisco station, I knew I'd found my music. Before then, we just listened to oldies or Christian music in homeschool, and I couldn't have Christian CDs. They would find them and just smash them in my face. I'd have to hide them in the books of Bibles and religious books. But I had to fight for my music. At first, I had all these guides, and I took piano lesson as a way to get a foothold into it. But then I realized I had to learn guitar so that I could figure out a way to listen to more music. So I actually learned guitar without even hearing much guitar being played, except on my worship team and stuff. But I thought it would open up conversations and stuff and be a good little tool to have in my tool belt. And it was a great hobby in a small little, old town. But all my friends played. And when I started my first punk band, then other punk bands were soon formed in the area, and we had little circuit festivals. We'd tour and hang out together. But we started the original fire. But yeah, we'll do this stream in real time, and we could do compare and contrast examples. If you guys could think of some good stuff, let me know. Shoot me an email, hit me on Discord. I think there's a period after my name. It's just_Maddie at, period. Yeah. I don't have my own Discord channel based. I used to when I had a bigger channel, but now it's pointless. And now, before you couldn't do community posts, you had to earn it. It took years to do, and now you can just start. I don't know how to set a community within the community. I don't know how to do that yet. In the chorus of the verse and vice versa. And he did it for like 3 or 4 songs in a row, and the band had it up to here with him, and the thing that pushed it over the edges. He was yelled at them. He went over to them and yelled at him for missing their cues, but it was really his fault. So then the guitar player Dave Navarro held him in place, while Stephen Perkins, the drummer, just gave him a few cheap shots to the gut. And I think he checked himself in rehab and completed a stint there before he started out. Fires is more art rock, more alternative-ish, and the guitar player is completely crazy, better than Navarro. But they have Stephen Perkins on drums, spinning over from Jane's Addiction. He's playing more tribal beats and jazz and world rhythm, so he can really put his wealth of knowledge, depth, and breadth to use in that context. I love it. See, I love it when there's nobody here. I could just finish a thought. But I love you guys for other reasons. You inspire my first channels. You guys give me great things to review and do. Really inspiring. They're a very tough time. But I was getting super chats back then. I got to build it back because I am broke like crazy. I can't even donate plasma. I can't work. My SSI appeal was denied again. And I have a slowdown in the hotel business. And, or bed and breakfast. Oh, shit. Shih Tzu. I feel like a Shih Tzu carrier. I really do. I want to entertain, but I mostly just want to be understood. You know what I mean? Story time theater. Oh, there's my scale under my bed. I was looking for that. My next ChatGPT project. I got to figure out how many pounds of muscle I need to maintain, and then how many calories I need so I don't dip it out. Because my weight's been going fluctuating like a mofo, and it's not healthy at all. But this new cord's great. It's not slipping out. Before I crammed it in, and I tried to overcompensate, and I applied it back all the other way, and just still can't figure out the karaoke thing. I'm just gonna start OBS within 3 days. I might start it as early as tomorrow. Get a jump on it, and then we can sing again, and I'll add the bells and whistles, and we'll do panels to make it worth my while. Whatever. But as long as people are cool with my format, my rules are nobody, no drama, no screaming, no trashing anybody on panel. What else? Yeah, no crazy gossip or anything. But I want to offer something different. Otherwise, what's the point? Just throw that into the ring and try to copy someone else. No, I've got to be me. I've got to be me. Remember who you were before you came to this community, and that's you that you need to be. Don't let people mold and shape you in a. People get numb to certain ideas and concepts, and pretty soon, the N-word is on panel now. They're calling it the pedos, and everything's trying to be normalized, and it's just getting weirder and weirder and weirder. The freaks just come out of the woodwork. Oh, thank you. Have you been to my channel before? I don't recall seeing you, but welcome if it's your first time. But I'm at my best when I just let the inspiration roll, and I do it for people and not for me. And meanwhile, yeah, I'm not very good. I haven't practiced for like 10 years, so. But it's a great hobby. It's like a thing unto itself. It's something, Oh, Shipwreck back? Really? Holy Moses Malone, how are you, darling? Well, I don't know. Are you a singer, musician, or something? I never heard you mention it. But wow, holy cow. I'm just nerding it up here with a little ceramic one-hitter quitter. Hope you're having a nice day. Yeah, I'm really bad with promotions. Like I seem like I like the attention in certain capacity, shut down in their social ways in a weird way, so I confuse people. Like there's people I've talked to every day in here, and I never once mention I have a channel or I actually try to do things on it. It just doesn't enter my. Well, I love having my channel. I do want my channel to grow. I'm just really stupid with PR. I thought that was so funny back when you hated May and you were making fun of the Sweet Baby Angels. I remember that stream. And you're like, Sweet Baby Angels, and you emphasize the Z, like the Z-U-H. That was fucking funny. Have a lyric reservoir that needs to be filled. I recently partnered with a gal on here, a buttload of lyrics. I came up with a melody and chord progression, so we're going to do a song. I do serious, sad songs, and I do parodies as well, but I don't want to be pigeonholed for like super raunchy parodies. I don't want to go down that road. I'm kind of a good Christian boy, so um, but I'm trying to build where I can just do a 1 to 3 hour jamboree, getting super chats, doing the funny, serious, sad, cover and original songs. Yeah, it's weird. I have a lot of skills that I consider useful skills, but I'm good at coming up with titles for other people for certain things. You know, like I should have been like a Hallmark writer. I mean, I'm an English minor, but it doesn't serve me that well. I don't think you've ever been here before, but I've gone through like, you know, 10, 11 channels. Yeah, just like with my Andy Cruz song where I said the word orifice instead of mouth. You know, I just thought it was a funnier sounding word. Oh, hello, Kumari. Thank you so much. Yes, I will tap 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 arena and all that jazz. I hate saying that stuff, but it does help in the algorithm, but not necessarily as I do on my computer. It's really weird. I still don't understand the concept behind that. Um, I guess most people that watch YouTube overall are still on their phones. Like it's more of like a thing you do at work break, or it's kind of associated with that overall. Do layers, do harmonies or karaoke. I couldn't do share screen or any effects, and now I can do all of that. I'm still learning how to do it, but now I have, yeah. If you know anybody that likes to sing, dance, karaoke, or wants to be like a hobbyist, or just talk about their favorite meatloaf recipe or some shit, then never do drama in the chat ever. It's long. Maybe 3.5 years. Yeah. I'm trying to get myself a brand instead of as a dude, because that's kind of cheesy. Like I'm not, before I was trying to like use it. That could be really cheesy sometimes. And I need a being cheesy boy. Basically, driver. Never did win my checker flag, but never did come in last. I love this song. I got to strike that. I'm number one. 4 sticker, I was 242. We light them up just for fun. Oh. Could you sing My Heart Will Go On for me? No, like, and with my set list and my karaoke, I like to add unusual things. Like I'll do a song in Portuguese. I'll do a bunch of songs by female singers and just really dork it up, And I just like that shit. I like the stupid shit, you know what I mean? Intellectual glaze to it, but there's a time and place for like a satire kind of a style. What did you mean by caught Maddie? You look Trey serious. Yeah, I don't know. I like the whole Riot Girl scene. Like to me, like the Slits, were like post punk. The original of influential shit is good, but I don't know. You know, in the 90s, they all kind of had that catch to their voice, like the Alanis Morissette thing. They all copied her or Tori Amos. Who was the other one? And some of them are really good. You know, they paved the way. But the imitators always get watered down, you know. Hey, Angie, how you doing? Uh, yay. Oh, Jan Arden, Amanda's Marshall. I've heard that name. I've never heard their music. Yeah, I even think early Cranberries was pretty good for what it was. Like, she was an amazing singer, but she had a flutter in her voice, that aftertaste, that yodel that a lot of them copied. But I remember when she used to perform, she was shy. She had to face the drummer. She couldn't look at the crowd. It was a whole for her that she went through, you know. Dolores, yeah. Rest in peace. I want to cover songs, but I get called a big old baby. It'll be worth it though. Worth it? I gotta work it. Oh. I want to be Jukebox McGee again. But there's all the delay on my karaoke. I can't fix it. But Restream is better than StreamYard. You get unlimited hours and 1080p, but Desperately Oddly. Ooh. Oh. That's a tongue twister. Desperately Andy Oddly. I'm blazed. My contacts are falling out. I never take them out for like a month and a half, 2 months at a time. I sleep with them, and I know it's bad. They're the soft ones, but still. Oh. Yeah, but I like having the peripheral vision. With glasses, I always look really bad. I can never see out the side of my eyes, so I think. But you know, when they first said you have to stick them in your eye in front of us, or you're not leaving the office. That's the rule we have for like 2 hours. Because at first you can't touch the surface of your eye, but you have a natural aversion to it. You know.